In the spring of 2026, heavy rains pushed rivers past their banks, rapidly overwhelming local municipal infrastructure and submerging critical roadways. But the rain only told half the story. In many towns, the water was stopped cold by a 50-pound rodent that had dragged a resilient barrier of sticks and mud directly across the drainage basin. For decades, the standard municipal response to a flooded road was simple: dispatch a crew with heavy equipment, rip the sticks apart, and force the water to drain. Demolishing the barrier clears the pavement in the short term, but by removing it, towns destroy a highly efficient, naturally occurring flood defense system right when the surrounding landscape is most saturated. To understand why these animals are so disruptive, we have to look at their biological tools. Weighing up to 70 pounds, a beaver is equipped with self-sharpening teeth and powerful front paws designed specifically to fell and move heavy timber. They drag these materials into a stream, systematically weaving wood, rocks, and leaves into a dense wall. This physical barrier intentionally slows the current, drastically raising the water level behind it. They aren't trying to flood our roads. They are building for safety. A deep pond ensures the entrances to their lodges remain fully submerged, isolating their offspring from land-based predators. Through this instinctual building process, they transform a narrow, flowing creek into a sprawling reservoir, changing how water moves through the entire valley. This dashboard outlines a beaver wetlands ecosystem services. First, it traps 90% of sediment. Second, it lowers peak flood heights by 30%. Finally, a 2026 USA Today study found these habitats lock more carbon into the soil than they release. Combined, these metrics show a single colony provides millions of dollars in climate resilience and water management, entirely for free, provided the dam remains intact. The friction happens because beaver engineering naturally targets the same choke points as human engineering. When a stream is channeled through a narrow metal road culvert, beavers see an ideal foundation for a dam. They efficiently plug these essential drainage pipes with sticks. As a result, the pond water rises until it overtakes low-lying emergency routes and spills into adjacent farm fields. This conflict often forces city planners into a binary choice: allow a highway to flood or destroy a high-value ecological asset to clear the drain. Today, scientists are utilizing a third option. Through a practice called gentle engineering, they deploy non-lethal tools to integrate our roads with their wetlands without an eviction. To pull this off, engineers exploit their biology. Beavers are stimulated to repair dams by one specific trigger: the sound and sensation of rushing water. This schematic illustrates the pond leveler pipe. It bypasses that biological trigger by moving water silently. Using a deeply submerged intake, water enters under the surface and flows through the dam to a safe height, all without creating splashing sounds that alert the beavers. This bypass keeps the pond at a safe level for human roads, allowing the beavers to remain and maintain their water storage functions. Destroying a dam with heavy machinery provides an immediate fix for a flooded street, but it results in the instant loss of the pond's carbon storage and water filtration benefits. Furthermore, demolition is rarely a permanent solution. Because beavers rebuild so rapidly, pulling a dam apart often leads to a cycle of expensive, recurring maintenance costs for the municipality. Non-lethal alternatives like levelers and trapezoidal fences are one-time installations. They offer a permanent way to manage water levels without the constant labor of removal. Because these tools cost less over time than repeat demolitions and preserve millions in flood storage capacity, they provide a more sustainable return on investment for local governments. As climate change drives more severe rain events, our communities need to maximize every natural flood defense system available. This requires shifting how we view the animal. Instead of managing beavers as a nuisance, planners can integrate them as unsalaried public works contractors. By outsmarting these master builders just enough to keep our roads safe, we can let them tirelessly engineer our climate defense.